Have you ever worked tirelessly, given everything you had, only to watch others with less skill, less effort, or just better connections soar past you? You're not alone. Millions of hardworking people around the world face the same reality every single day. The International Labor Organization estimates that in 2024, over 400 million jobs are either missing or fail to provide what people truly need, meaning countless hours of dedication don't translate into real security or success. From childhood, we're taught, work hard and the rewards will follow. Yet the truth is harsher. Effort alone doesn't determine income or influence. Systems reward leverage, control, and scale, not sweat. Nietzsche called this moral labor, a kind of obedience disguised as virtue, keeping the diligent in their place while the powerful thrive. So why does hard work often feel invisible? Why do you give your all and still get left behind? In this video, we'll unpack the real reason the hardest workers often earn the least, explore the mindset traps holding you back, and reveal strategies to reclaim control, redefine value, and create rewards that truly match your effort. Stay with me, because the answer isn't what you expect. Let's start with the hard truth. Working tirelessly doesn't guarantee rewards. Many people put in long hours, follow the rules, and stay disciplined, but still see others with less effort get ahead. Take, for example, essential workers like nurses or delivery drivers. According to the OECD and U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, many of these roles carry what researchers call a care penalty. Despite the critical nature of their work, pay often remains low. Specific numbers? Nurses in some U.S. states work over 40 hours a week and still earn less than managers who oversee far fewer people. The system isn't broken, it's following a different logic. Why? Because income isn't just about effort, it's about leverage. CEOs, entrepreneurs, and investors create value that scales. One idea, one product, one decision can impact thousands or millions, something an individual worker's hours simply cannot match. Otto and Doran's 2013 research on job polarization shows that routine, replaceable work, often the hardest physical labor, is more easily automated, while high-leverage work captures outsized rewards. This creates a painful disconnect. You're measuring yourself by hours, intensity, and persistence, but the world often rewards reach, control, and network. Ronald Burt's structural holes research highlights another layer. Who you know and where you sit in a network often matters more than what you do day to day. People positioned at key bridges between networks gain access to opportunities that hard work alone cannot provide. And there's a psychological layer too. The just world fallacy keeps people trapped in hope that effort will eventually be rewarded. This belief, deeply rooted in social psychology, helps explain why so many tolerate inequity. It's comforting to think that if you just keep trying, the system will recognize your worth. Yet in reality, the system often functions to maintain the status quo. Imagine spending all week building a perfect spreadsheet only to watch someone else get promoted for schmoozing at happy hour. Harsh, but reality. So what's the takeaway? Hard work isn't wasted, but without understanding leverage, networks, and structural power, effort alone can't guarantee results. Your dedication matters most when paired with strategic positioning, visibility, and influence. This is the first step toward breaking free from the cycle of work harder, hope for more. Next, we'll dive into how moral expectations, what Nietzsche called moral labor, shape the way we view effort, and why being good, obedient, and disciplined can sometimes keep you in the shadows rather than bring you forward. Stay tuned, because understanding this mindset trap is crucial before you can truly change your outcomes. Now that we understand that effort alone doesn't guarantee rewards, let's explore why society often celebrates hard work while keeping many people stuck in place. Nietzsche described this as moral labor. The idea that obedient, humble, and self-sacrificing behavior is elevated as virtue, especially among those without power. In other words, being good, diligent, and compliant becomes a kind of invisible cage. Think about it. From school to the workplace, you're taught to follow rules, stay disciplined, and persevere. On the surface, these are admirable traits. But in the real world, this slave morality, as Nietzsche calls it, can prevent you from claiming power or creating leverage. While you're busy proving your dedication, others who embrace master morality, creativity, ambition, strategic thinking, are defining the rules, seizing opportunities, and scaling impact. Here's a concrete example. Imagine a team member who always says yes, works extra hours, and avoids conflict. They are the model employee. But the person who challenges processes, takes calculated risks, and networks across departments often ends up with promotions, visibility, and influence. Studies in organizational psychology support this. People who assert influence and position themselves strategically are more likely to capture opportunities than those who simply work hard and follow the rules. Picture someone bringing donuts to the morning meeting every day. Meanwhile, a colleague who skipped the donuts just got tapped for a high-profile project. Yep, reality can be bitterly ironic. Moral labor isn't inherently wrong. It has value. Discipline, integrity, and responsibility are crucial traits. But when the system rewards compliance over initiative, these virtues can be co-opted, keeping hardworking people from achieving the recognition and rewards they deserve. So, what's the takeaway? Understanding this dynamic is essential. Hard work is necessary, but insufficient. To thrive, you need to recognize when you're trapped in moral labor, when obedience and sacrifice are being celebrated while your real potential goes unrecognized. By identifying these patterns, you can begin to shift from being the obedient worker to someone who creates and captures real value. Next, we'll explore the systemic forces behind why high-effort roles often remain low-paying and why the world values leverage, scale, and control over pure sweat. This is where the path from understanding to action begins, and where strategies for real empowerment emerge. Now that we've explored moral labor, let's dig deeper into why physically and mentally demanding work often results in lower pay. The answer lies in systems, leverage, and scale. Consider essential jobs: nurses, teachers, delivery drivers, or care workers. These roles require skill, responsibility, and dedication, yet compensation remains surprisingly low. Research from the OECD and ILO shows that tasks which are routine, replaceable, or limited in scope, what economists call low-leverage work, struggle to scale in impact. One nurse can care for a finite number of patients. One delivery driver can deliver only so many packages in a day. Meanwhile, someone with strategic control over resources or technology can impact thousands or millions. Autor and Dorn's 2013 research highlights another angle: automation and job polarization. As routine tasks are automated, middle-skill jobs shrink, leaving workers with less bargaining power. The system naturally favors those who control technology, networks, or capital, people who can influence outcomes beyond their immediate effort. This explains why CEOs, investors, or high-skill professionals often earn exponentially more than workers who toil tirelessly on the ground. Networking also plays a critical role. Granovetter's weak ties research shows that casual, loose connections often open doors that sheer effort cannot. People positioned strategically in social networks gain access to better opportunities and information. Meanwhile, employees who remain confined to their immediate work environment, even if diligent, may never encounter those high-impact chances. It's like studying for hours for a test that your friend aced by chatting with the professor at lunch. Not exactly fair, but it's how the system works. There's also a psychological layer reinforcing this inequity. The just world fallacy encourages people to believe that persistence alone will lead to reward.
This comforting belief can make workers endure long hours and low-paying roles while ignoring structural and strategic levers that could actually increase their influence and income. The key takeaway here is simple. Effort alone is rarely enough. To achieve higher rewards, you need to combine skill, strategy, and leverage. Understanding which tasks scale, which connections matter, and how to position yourself within networks is critical. Hard work becomes truly valuable only when paired with smart strategy. In the next section, we'll explore actionable ways to escape this cycle, moving from being a high-effort, low-reward worker to someone who strategically creates value, commands recognition, and gains control over their outcomes. It's time to stop waiting for the system to notice and start building your own leverage.
By now, it's clear that hard work alone doesn't equal success. So how do you break free from the slave morality trap and begin capturing real value? Nietzsche's concept of the Übermensch, or self-overcoming individual, offers a framework. It's not about abandoning ethics. It's about refusing to equate blind obedience with virtue and reclaiming authority over your own life. Step 1. Understand leverage. Leverage is your ability to create outsized impact relative to effort. It comes from controlling scarce skills, resources, or networks. Take Elon Musk as an example. Early in his career, he experienced setbacks and job losses, but he focused on building companies and technologies that scaled massively. Musk didn't rely on compliance or brute effort. He used strategy and vision to multiply the value of every action. Step 2. Move from passive compliance to strategic kindness. Being kind or diligent is not bad, but pairing it with strategy turns it into a tool rather than a trap. Say yes selectively, negotiate where it matters, and choose projects that amplify your influence. Psychology research shows that people who combine competence with social intelligence are more likely to be recognized and rewarded. Step 3. Invest in networks and weak ties. Casual connections, mentors, and cross-industry contacts often open doors that hard work within a silo cannot. Studies from organizational sociology highlight that being a bridge between different groups, occupying structural holes, increases visibility and opportunity. The worker who strategically connects with others captures leverage the purely obedient worker cannot. Step 4. Redefine success on your own terms. Don't wait for external validation. Create avenues for impact outside the traditional hierarchy, freelance projects, personal ventures, or intellectual property. By building systems that allow your efforts to scale, you align work with reward. Think of it like this. Working 80 hours a week at a job that caps your salary is like pushing a shopping cart up a hill, while someone else is using a conveyor belt that drops money directly into their account. Finally, adopt a mindset of self-authorship. This means taking full responsibility for your choices, positioning, and outcomes. You're not rejecting morality. You're rejecting the idea that obedience equals virtue. Combine ethical action with strategic power, and you'll transform effort into influence, and influence into reward. In the final part, we'll tie everything together, showing you how to take the principles of Ho'oponopono alongside Nietzschean strategy to create internal clarity, emotional control, and real-world leverage that translates into tangible rewards. This is where philosophy meets actionable personal growth, and where your journey from hard-working but stuck to empowered and recognized begins. Now, imagine combining everything we've discussed, understanding leverage, mastering strategy, and moving beyond blind obedience with a method to clear emotional blocks and sharpen your focus. That's where Ho'oponopono certification comes in. This isn't just a course. It's a step-by-step system guided by Dr. Joe Vitale, Matthew Dixon, and Dr. Ihaliakalehu Lin
to help you release limiting beliefs, reset your mindset, and cultivate inner peace. Through 8 comprehensive video lessons, totaling over 6 hours, you'll learn both the traditional and modern techniques of Ho'oponopono, all designed for practical application in personal life or professional coaching. Imagine waking up each day with a clear mind, free from past baggage, able to make strategic decisions without emotional interference. Picture approaching your work, relationships, or business with a calm yet powerful presence, where your choices are guided by clarity, not stress or habit. That's exactly what this program delivers. The course comes with a detailed guidebook, practical exercises, and assessments that ensure you not only understand the concepts but can apply them effectively. Completing the program grants you an internationally recognized certification from the Global Sciences Foundation, adding credibility to your personal brand or coaching practice. And yes, all of this can be done entirely online. No need to sell your soul or relocate to Hawaii. Plus, the program is fully risk-free with a 60-day money-back guarantee. For just $39, you gain tools to transform both your inner world and your external results. That's less than a single dinner out, and yet the impact can last a lifetime. By integrating Ho'oponopono practice with the principles of strategic leverage we discussed, you're not just working harder, you're working smarter, emotionally balanced, and in control of your life's outcomes. So here's the next step. Take the knowledge from this video, pair it with the practice in Ho'oponopono certification, and start turning your effort into meaningful results. Click the link, enroll today, and begin the journey towards mastering both your inner world and your external success. Your clarity, calm, and strategic power are waiting. Don't let another day pass without claiming them.